that key phrase you said, neurologically constipated, that makes so much sense. Like, not only would not having vitamin D do that, but like you mentioned, just not having the proper mechanism in place to like calm down the brain, to detox the brain. Even I'm assuming even things like the glial system, the lymphatic system of the brain is important. And we mentioned the position of the jaw and things like that, but what about the sleeping position of the body? Is that imperative to that kind of brain drain too?
100%. So remember I said, I always ask people about their bowel habits when they come to me for sleep, because I want to know, are things moving? Is the lymphatic system moving and getting rid of stuff? If that is not moving, then the glymphatic system, which is on the other side of the brain barrier, isn't able to dump. It isn't able to move forward. So you see people then that have like Lyme disease, they get bit by a tick, the virus enters their body, it gets up to the brain, and it gets stuck. It can't get out there. Epstein-Barr virus, all of these viruses that get stuck in the brain because it can't move. Moving is really important. How we sleep is equally important. So we do need to lay down flat. When you see people sleeping all the time upright, that's not good either. The pressure in your brain when you're flat, the flow to the brain increases 90%, which you want because the brain is digesting. And then during the day when you're upright, it goes to 10%, and the blood now is all in the digestive tract because you want to digest the food you're eating. Then you lay down, it switches again. So it becomes important. We do need to have periods of time where we lay down. Now, people who stay in bed all the time, that's not good either. We see that they age rapidly, they decline rapidly. So there does need to be this upright to laying down. However, I encourage people to sleep on an incline. So to raise the head of their bed 5 to 6 inches, take a block, a brick, some books, put it under the headboard so that you're on an incline of about 5 degrees, because that helps to promote cerebral spinal fluid and flow of the central nervous system, and helps to take the workload off of fighting against gravity to breathe. So there's lots of good research on why we should sleep on an incline of about 5 degrees. Position wise, depending on your health, obviously side sleeping is really good. It's good for digestion. It's good for people who have acid reflux, sleep on their left side. Acid reflux, though, is also correlated with low vitamin D. The little sphincter that closes, the cardiac sphincter that closes the space between your stomach and your esophagus, is mediated by vitamin D, has receptors for there. So if your D is low, that muscle's weak. It's not going to close completely, so you don't have that. So acid reflux, side to side is good. Incline is good. Congestive heart failure, high blood pressure, any of those things, again, a little bit upright is going to be better. If you have edema in your feet, you want to put pillows under your feet to elevate them above your heart to help promote flow. So we could get into all of the different positions that you should sleep in, but ultimately people are sleeping in a way that is neurologically determined. And I'll tell you what I mean by that.